What's up, yous guys, and welcome back to another How to Play As in Heroes of the Storm. Today we play as probably a game I sincerely wish I could have played all those years ago, but I had no idea about. They are the Lost Vikings, the namesake to their game, and a very long-living Blizzard character. 3 heroes in 1 can focus their efforts or split up to cover more ground. Pick up health globes to increase health regeneration. Yes, the Lost Vikings. Now, Olaf is the tallest with the shield. He's Olaf the Stout, Balog the Fierce, and Eric the Swift in the center. We'll figure it out.
Where will we end up this time?
Where will he end up next time? The sole reason why they are still here in any Blizzard game at all is because Blizzard wills it. They haven't had a new game in years. Now, the trip with the Lost Vikings is that they don't start with any abilities whatsoever.
Prepare yourself for battle, heroes.
Absolutely none. You can see it on the bottom screen. They're all locked. Oh, they have a new E ability. I didn't know that.
The battle begins in 10 seconds.
But contrary to what I usually do, I focus mainly on their namesakes in the first 3.
2, 1. Well, what are you waiting for?
I just want him to shut up so I can talk or think. I mainly focus on their namesakes, so Olaf the Stout blocks basic attacks, Spy gains, Eric gains stealth and increases vision if stationary, so he becomes a ward essentially. Explosive attacks, which increases Balog's splash to non-heroic enemies. And Viking Bribery, which is apparently their new E ability. So you can control each Viking individually, as it is said. We're going to go with Olaf the Stout. Give him his namesake. But they each have their own unique little passive about them. Olaf has a charge attack if you right-click on an enemy, and he recovers health, much in the same way Muradin does when out of battle. Balog, all of his attacks have splash damage. And Eric is swift, obviously. Hence, Eric the Swift, Balog the Fierce, and Olaf the Stout.
Let me go back and rethink this.
They can even recall at their own intervals, too. And thankfully, when they die, they each only grant, I think, a quarter of the amount of damage, or experience. What is slightly annoying, however, is that they don't deal much damage on their own, which kind of stinks. And to truth be told, I would be more diverse with the Lost Vikings, but I really wish I could. They switched it so that their trademarks, their titles, were like all level 1 talent.
And earn my favor.
So I'm not very diverse with this character, but they're great for when you're trying to micromanage. I'll have to come back to this. On their own, they're kind of mediocre, but when we're working as a team, there's nothing we can't do. That was bad. Alright, talents. We have Pain Don't Hurt, where Balog's attacks heal himself. Eric the Swift, I'll end up getting it. Increases move speed of Eric and heals while he's running. thus functioning as your scout character. It's sabotage, where Eric's attacks are stronger against structures.
I grow tired of your
And mercenary lore, we've seen that before. But Eric the Swift.
my favor.
Oh, and I forgot to mention, the Vikings can't mount. Instead, they sprint. They all sprint. In true Viking fashion. And probably their greatest strength is probably going to be Viking Hoard, because they, like I keep saying, individually they are weak, but when they're together, they can deal an insane amount of damage. They can, but they won't at first. And Viking Hoard, especially if you're following my guideline, is going to be the only thing that keeps you afloat for a while. Balog the Fierce. Oh no, I lost Balog. Oh well. No first blood yet, that's insane. But Balog the Fierce, his attacks increase his attack speed.
Or face my curse. The choice is simple.
Let's see here. Spin to win, which deals damage around each Viking, and Norse Force, where all Vikings gain a shield. It's kind of lame, but what else? What can you do? I highly doubt Blizzard would watch my videos, so.
Let your enemies know.
But in the event that they do, I would be indebted if they switched it so that,
Your enemy has destroyed.
like at level 1 or something, they all get their unique talents.
Let me go back and rethink this.
It's awesome. They're cool already, so I'm not really complaining, but if they could, that would be pretty something.
Demolished.
They also have the added ability of being able to solo just about any form of mercenary camp, if you're good at micromanaging.
My curse subsides.
Because I could just simply position them around the mercenaries in particular, and then just start wailing on them. Now we get into some fun stuff. We have Longboat Raid. We're hopping to an unstoppable longboat that fires at nearby enemies. That move can be very devastating. Or it is very devastating. What am I talking about? And then play again. Summon, fully heal, and revive all Lost Vikings at a target location. Only one Viking may attempt to summon at a time. I'm going to go ahead and try that one. I don't usually take it just because I don't really use it. I'm never usually in a point where I need all my Vikings again. But in this setup, I'm pretty sure I'm going to need it. And I think it tends to, with this particular playstyle I'm going for, Longbow Raid might not be very useful. I wouldn't know. This how to play has turned into an experiment. These experiments are fun, you guys. It's a game. Enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, go play another game. If you still don't enjoy it, go read a book. I don't know. What else do you want me to say? There's always something out there for everybody. And thankfully, they all get a rally point, too, when they do die.
Keep eliminated.
Poor Olaf. He dies so much.
Impressive work.
So they're pushing the bottom lane. Which is just fine. Because now my allies will be pushing the top lane, and that's always cool. So I usually try and play the Vikings as like a advanced vanguard. So they'll be the guys that always roam around and trying to like take points and stuff like that. The Norse Force. Take a pun off of that silliness. Now we have Hunk of Burn and Olaf, which is essentially Burning Rage. Jump, which is usually the only ability I'll ever get, which grants temporary invulnerability, and that's always good when you're trying to save one of your Vikings.
Gather tribute.
And Nordic Attack Squad, where it increases Viking basic attacks to heroes. It's like the damage goes up. I'll go Jump, because I don't need Burn and Olaf. But they function as... I can have two of them function as, like, scouts at the same time. And then... yeah, there's a lot of possibilities with these guys. I've often treated them like a vanguard troop. They're the guys that go in to get stuff done. We're not gonna make it in time. Drat, that was their first one. Oh well.
This Merc camp is all mine.
It's like, come over here, help me. They got their own golem, we're gonna have to hurry. Alright, alright, alright. Now, what's our next abilities? We have Large and in Charge. Where Charge now stuns enemies.
Shall we see who gathers enough tribute this time?
Getting too ugly for me.
Especially, well, I can use them as an advanced force, especially just because of play again. Impatience is a virtue where Vikings' attacks reduces cooldowns of all Viking abilities. 64 kilobyte marathon, where you run faster.
Let them fall.
Or run faster and break slows and roots, and Executioner. I should go the 64 kilobyte marathon.
Has destroyed the key.
Olaf, no! Why is it always Olaf that dies first? Ironically, they always focus down Olaf first. He's not that much of a tank, but he's still cool. So when you have play again,
A little vicious, don't you think?
try and reserve it until you've lost 2 of your Vikings. Usually that means Eric's going to be the last to go, just because he's faster than everybody else. Oh, and since I just thought of that, check this out. Okay, enough fooling around. Let's do this. Whoa. That didn't look fun. Alright, push in the middle lane. Let's go!
Never seen such impressive graphics before.
God, I love these characters. They break the 4th wall all the time. Zul's the same way, and we'll probably see him late. We'll see him for sure. Pushing that lane.
Keep destroyed.
The Norse force is in.
Shall we see if there is enough tribute this time?
Retreat. It's mine. Ah. Oh well.
Ha! Excellent work.
Ooh, maybe we'll get to level 20 before this is over. That'd be something. Oh god, it's so brutal. Wow, we're not doing too good at pushing, are we? Retreat!
I grow tired of your petty squabbling. Gather
even better.
tribute.
Stitches, no! So, I don't really know what else there is to say about the Vikings. They're very... Oh, we did get to there. Okay, Ragnarok and Roll increases the combat prowess of your longboat. Checkpoint reached, which is where you get an additional revive and heal. The sequel,
I've never seen such impressive graphics before.
which is often very, very good when you're in late game. And Fury of the Storm. Basic attacks, chained enemy, even using mercenaries, whatever. Whatever, man. I am going to get the sequel. Especially in late game, it is very, very, good to be able to come back very quickly. Even with play again. Because I find that it doesn't even matter if you have play again or not. You can still... You can use it in a combat scenario, and then when there's a lull in the fighting, you can just wait it out.
We need friends. The Let's take this mercy.
Gather troops or face merchants. The choice is simple.
Get to the Zola!
My favorite is yours. Your enemies shall fall.
Okay, I'm out of here. Forget the golem. So since the the sequel reduces the death timer for all Vikings by 50%, 60 seconds now becomes 30 seconds. Don't worry, the Vikings are here. We'll take down all your pesky hero problems. We win! Woo!
Victory.
Woo! Woo! So my commentating, I think my commentating is slowly getting worse over the course of these videos, but it's just, like I keep saying, to that point where, what else can I say about the characters? Huh, they look more like the Vikings now. Oh, green! Why is my favorite color have to be green? And he's wearing blue. That's weird. Anyway, that's the Lost Vikings. I hope you managed to understand some of that mumbo-jumbo, but they have a very wide variety of play style that you can take, and that was just my version of it. And I did experiment a little bit. So, next time we play as Thrall, War Chief of the Horde. There he is in all of his glory. But that's been how to play as you guys, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Later.